Hello and welcome, race fans, into All-Star Weekend here with the Vigilante Racing League. We coming to you live from North Wilkesboro with some of the best driver that the Vigilante Racing League has to offer in one final showing of talent for 200 laps around this just over half-mile racetrack. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be some bumpers flaring, some tempers getting rekindled a little bit, but in the end, it will all be for fun. So let's get things all kicked off with the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And welcome back. As always, these great races here at the Vigilante Racing League are brought to you by Blue Fox Properties and Dave Mayberry. Give him a call at 520-850-4189 if you're looking to buy or sell a house in the Tucson, Arizona area where he's kind of located, or anywhere across the country, and let his 18 years of experience buying and selling homes help you out here across that US of A. So if you're looking to buy or sell your house, give Hot Rod a call, because this housing market is absolutely something that you do not want to be doing alone. Get yourself a good quality realtor today. Speaking of today, I am Alan Brown, and I am joined by two of my best friends here tonight. Mr. Alan English joining me up here in the booth. And Alan, we'd come here for some fun, fast action here at North Wilkesboro tonight, and I think North Wilkesboro is a pretty good site for an all-star race.
Yeah, man, it's unique. It's something we don't see very often at this recently resurrected track. Real short track, a little longer than a half mile though. It's still 0.6 of a mile or so, but not a lot of room to run out there. These guys are going to have a hard time passing. This track surface is going to eat up some tires, so be ready for that. And looking forward to this 200 lap feature tonight.
That indeed is down there ready for all the fights, Mr. Adam Turner. And I know we don't have quite the full field that we're used to seeing here with the 35 plus drivers, but you know what? There's still some people out there who hold a little bit of grudges or two.
You really think we're going to see a fight? I mean,
no, probably not.
I was hoping. I know you guys are just trying to keep me interested. This is going to be. It's still going to be fun, even though nobody's probably going to fight. I mean, there could be some anger out there. Short track racing, and it is for the All-Star Championship. So, I mean, people are going to have a good time racing tonight. 2 fast repairs, 45% fuel, 4 sets tires. 25 incident points, you'll be penalized. But they're doing some crazy stuff tonight, kind of inverting the field. We'll get into all that. It's going to be fun.
Indeed, as we take a look at excuse me, at tonight's race info. Little warm out there on the track, but otherwise the weather is beautiful out there tonight. So these drivers not having an issue. Gosh, I got to cough, I got to sneeze, I got to do everything all at once, man. This is crazy. As yeah, the weather looks good. These guys aren't going to have any issues with that. Taking us down to tonight's key to the race. Man, are you going to be a bowling ball or are you going to be a pin? That's what it comes down to here at these short tracks. Who's willing to maybe put the bumper to the other driver, get them out of the way? Not necessarily spin them, just, shove them up out of the way a little bit. There is some courtesies involved with that.
We're definitely going to see some contact for sure, right? So, and then look at the other side of it too. We're on a really hot, slick, abrasive racetrack out there. Once these tires start getting shredded up, these guys only have 3 extra sets of tires besides the one they're going to start on. So, and with 45% fuel, we're going to see a bunch of fuel stops tonight. So, these guys are gonna really have to ration when they take these only 3 extra sets of tires. So man, I think we're gonna see some different strategies out here, and this thing's gonna be won or lost on the pit lane. I'm telling you that right now.
As we continue to have some warm-ups going on out there, there will be no qualifying. It is going to be the grid set by points, the points champion and all that stuff, and via the results from the last chance qualifier that happened on Monday, and then they are going to invert it. So Andrew Player, who was your league champion here this season, he's going to be starting all the way at the very, very, very back, and we're going to have some others back there as well, like Jess Vaught and Jeremiah Burke, starting from the rear end of this field, trying to work their way back up and through. But then you're going to have people like Deion Jones and Dustin Eaton, who didn't get a win on this season, but got their way in through that last chance qualifier, starting up towards the front. And hopefully that's going to give these guys a chance to maybe pick up some glory.
Man, it's going to be tough working that far back from the field. But that's part of the challenge. You're the best driver, right? So you got to prove it tonight, working all the way from the back. Should make for a different kind of aspect to the race. The paint schemes out here tonight are pretty sweet too. I think a little bit of everything.
Pretty cool throwback schemes. Looking at the 18 of Andrew Player, that old Miller High Life paint scheme is now the McConey Setup Shop paint scheme. So really great use of that old paint scheme to make, something that looks really cool like that. I hope the guys at McConey's Setup Shop see that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool looking. Wow.
Yeah, not a lot of room out there on the track. We saw that during practice here so far. Oh. These guys really fighting for real estate out there.
Speaking of paints, what about Austin Paul's throwback for the Dale Earnhardt AAA Broadcasting and TrackDogsRacing.com throwback? Oh, that's sweet. A winner. That's a winner in my book.
That it is. Looks like warm-up is finishing on up here, so these guys are going to be cooling it down and send it on up to the grid here already. Now, 200 laps might seem like a lot, but here at this track, it's not going to take very long at all. As, well, it looked like the grid was going to be reversed, but...
I think what I'm kind of listening in, I'm getting a lot of communication in my ear. I think they're going to have to manually do this. So we may see some crazy stuff as we are under caution here.
Okay, well, you know what? That's okay. Wherever everyone's favorite driver is going to be starting here tonight is where they're going to be starting at some point. But you know what? We can at least tell everybody who's in this field, like the 751 of Mike Adamson, of course, picking up the win at the season finale last week. Andrew Player in the field here tonight as well. Of course, 33, Jess Vaught, and the 753 of Jeremiah Burke there as well. 64 of Trevor Robertson joining us here tonight. Same thing with the 63, Josh Oxendine. The 6 of Austin Reeves, as well as the 747 of America's Driver, Albert Anderson. 6 of Austin Reeves jumping on in there. The 48, Jack the Ripper Dixon. And the 01 of Kelly Keel joining us here tonight as well.
Yeah, Dave Mayberry, Ricky Wittenberg in the 55. David Fight in the 1. Dustin Eaton in the 14 machine. Dustin with a Y, that is. Greg Klein, our buddy up there in Tulsa, in the 92 truck. Andrew Cawthon in the 10. Austin Paul in that awesome number 3 throwback paint job that we saw. 68 of Dustin Wade. 81 of Chachi out there. Jonathan Osborne. Chandler Paul in the 72. Old Chan the man joining us. And Dion Jones in the 4.
Yeah, watch how they're... It's interesting how they're re-racking it and manually inverting.
Lori's giving them instructions on the radio.
Yeah.
This is going to be a handful for her, but
She
she's making it
is.
work.
Well, I know this. America's Driver, Albert Anderson, is 10th. Just heard that.
Well, as she gets them reordered here, hopefully they'll add a couple more caution laps to get everything set. I think she's doing that as we speak.
She's got a lot on her plate right now.
Yeah, you ain't
The
kidding.
green flag is out. Okay, she threw a caution immediately here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that'll
We're
get
gonna
this.
continue.
I'll get at least
We
everything
might
all.
have to do the clear all black flags command as, yep, we've got half the field with black flags just because of the order isn't what iRacing thought it was going to be. So they're going to work that out real quick. I'll only take a second.
Indeed. And, man, it's almost like we need to, for the next holiday coming up, need to get Lori one of those admin boxes so she just
An admin box. Oh, yeah.
has all that right at the push of a button. Goodness gracious.
You're still trying to kick that flu, aren't you?
Man, for the most part, it's gone.
lot
It's
better.
just hanging around in the lungs and in the sinuses, man.
Yeah, that
it ain't
nagging
no joke.
cough is going to continue for a while.
Yeah. Well, I don't. It's unfortunate how they gave it to you. I'm sorry that it happened.
Yeah, I'll always blame Hillary for that.
Yeah, I can't say who they are, but he knows who they are.
Y'all done lost your mind, boy.
I don't think I have. So now these guys are kind of confused. There's a lot of confusion here.
They're trying to get there. She's talking them through it. I think most of
they're-
the field is where they need to be here.
I think they're squared away now.
I believe so. By
Ricky
the looks of it.
Wittenberg with the fastest lap of the race right now, 36:39.
Good job, Ricky. All right, now I want to see some hatred and anger.
Oh, come on, it's an all-star
Unfurled.
race.
I
This is an
know, but
exhibition.
still, I know it's not going to happen. But I wish we could.
Sounds like they're gonna let the green flag fly next time around here.
Indeed. So the lights on the pace truck are off. So for officially the first time here tonight, we're going to get up to green flag racing here from this almighty old restoration of a fantastic track. Going to have Andrew Cawthon and Dustin Eaton getting things all started off for us here this evening.
They're gonna have to add safer barriers to this thing if they're gonna race NASCAR this thing again.
Nah, just send it.
Pretty high speeds.
Just send it as the pace truck sends it on down into pit lane, and away we go. Maybe not.
That's an iRacing deal there.
Yeah.
They didn't really.
The pace truck came down, but the flag man's asleep on the flagpole or the flag stand up there. Let's see what they're gonna do here.
Let's see what we got.
They're saying that maybe it'll give them the green here, and they do.
And there it is. Green flag now out. I know it was long and anticipated, but here we go. Green flag racing here as the 14 gets a good jump on that outside line, but the inside line carrying a little bit momentum there. The 10 trying to hold up, not quite able to do so. So the 14 of Dustin Eaton takes the lead here. The 63 and the 10 go side by side. The 10 trying to make a move up on the inside line here again as the 92 Greg Klein tries to slide up around the outside of the 1 of David Fight. Chan the man, Chandler Paul racing some Track Dogs racing machine there as well. That's a old school, what is it? The not quite Coors. I can't remember what that logo looks like. Is it Coors?
Fine. Which one are you talking
The
about?
72.
72 Chandler Paul. Miller Lite. Yeah, that's old Rusty Wallace theme paint scheme there. Very cool.
Running it on out there. Some 47 Albert Anderson trying to rip it around the high side here. Try to get around that 1 of David Fight. You got Austin Reeves taking on the 55 Ricky Wittenberg in a purple paint scheme here tonight. Not very typical of him. Normally we see his be super bright and you can see him from space, but not here tonight. As big check up there going into turn 3 and 4. The 6 of Reeves having a little bit of an issue there, getting all checked up, and he's going to have a mob of traffic coming around him there, like 33 of Jess Vaught, also the 81 Jonathan Osborne cutting his way up through this field. That 14 of Eaton, though, still hanging around out in a front, trying to drive away from that 10 of Andrew Cawthon. 751, Mike Adamson slowly picking his way, trying to get up through this field. He's side by side right now with the 68 of Dustin Wade.
No one of Kelly Keel was in the wall with no safer barrier there. Made a little puff of smoke. Pretty cool feature iRacing's thrown in there.
We're already starting to see some contact between some of these guys. Chandler Paul in the 72 and 747 got together there a few laps ago, and right in the mix of it was Greg Klein. All them guys trading a little bit of paint there.
Greg Klein doesn't need to ruin that shiny chrome paint job. That thing's too pretty to get bent here.
Oh, was the 3 of Austin Paul snags the outside wall for a quick second there in front of the 01 and the 64, who are still battling side by side. Behind them, still got some side by side here with the 33 and the 6. So some good green flag racing going on here, boys. Sorry to cut you off there, English.
Oh, you're good. You don't need to be scuffing up that number 3 paint. That's probably my favorite one out here.
Well, it has AAA broadcasting on it. Is that why?
And Track Dogs. I mean, it's just creative. And the 72's paint, his brother, also with an awesome paint. Not taken away from any of these other guys. McConey's setup shop one. Equally awesome. They didn't take care of those paints. Whoa, Chan the man around, able to save it. My goodness.
That's an old throwback, too. He's turned into something different. TrackDogsRacing.com and an old Miller highlight or light paint.
Boy, we're starting to see a big accordion effect coming in and out of these turns right around where that 72 of Chan the man is. He and the 81 are side by side, and everybody behind him has been checking up hard. Almost some contact in front of them there between the 3 and the 64, but they're all able to get it all figured on out. So we have been seeing a little bump and grind action going on out here already on lap 17, but these guys keeping it straight and doing a pretty good job.
64, Trevor Robertson already with some heavy damage on the left rear of his bumper there. Looks like he got tagged.
Well, watch the 33, Jess Vaught. He's trying to stick his way all up to the front. He's already up, 7 spots. He's working on the number 8 spot. I think he might have got it there.
That's with his teammate, the 01 at Kelly Keel.
Yeah, he's moving.
Oh, 753 sending it way up the track. A little bit of contact with the 6 machine. Chan the man's around.
Oh!
I don't know what happened there. It looked like maybe netcode. Let me rewatch that.
Self-spin, did he?
Self spin. Yeah.
That's kind of what it looked like.
Huh. Yep, just a little self-spin there. Great job from the 33. And we had some 3 wide trying to squeeze by there as well. Trying to
That made me nervous.
Trying to see who that is. Looks like was that Adamson as well as Wittenberg with the 6, 3 wide, trying to squeeze behind the 72. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was there's some close company there for a second. Very tight.
Well, nonetheless, we get our first actual caution of the evening here as we're on lap 21 out of 200.
That's
You
a
guys
pretty good run right there. As green flag wise, as a short track at the beginning of the race, I think they did a great job.
Chan the man missing his pit box, having to pull back around. Looks like maybe a fuel only stop for the 72. 35 miles an hour is what they have to get down to coming into this pit. Yeah, it's a short track, but 35 is still super slow. Slow as Christmas.
Is anybody out in the YouTube land out there? I hadn't heard anything. We hitting the like buttons to subscribe to let everybody know that Bill Gates doesn't run us. We run him.
Well, Rebecca Smith's here with her checkered flag emojis. Thank you for joining us, Rebecca. She made the fan of the race list for the month for last night's race. She's back again to watch VRL tonight. Thank you, Rebecca. Earl Evans says, let's do this, guys. He's ready for some racing action out there.
Indeed, as everybody cruising around behind the pace truck right now, and that 14 of Dustin Eaton. He's going to have the 63 of Josh Oxendine restarting on his outside. We just did a quick little playthrough. You had Andrew Player, Dustin Wade, and Chan the Man joining us here with those driver cameras.
Well, it looks like the 72 coming back down again for service once again. I don't think they fixed whatever they were supposed to fix, or
I wonder if he's just
whatever tires. I don't know. You think he's just cramming it full of fuel there?
I think he's just cramming it full of fuel. We're super early into this one, and I don't think he really had that much damage from his little spin there. At least it didn't look like he hit anything really hard. So maybe just cramming it full of fuel and maybe seeing how it goes here at the end, because if cramming it full of fuel now prevents a pit stop later on, it all adds up.
And Deion Jones with a cool throwback paint too. That Mountain Dew paint. Did Darrell Waltrip used to run that? I think he did. A couple of guys I think did.
So I don't know. Some old guy ran it somewhere back in the old times.
And that indeed, as here we go back to green flag racing we go. Side by side they go down into turns 1 and 2. This mob of traffic going 3 wide there in the middle as they keep on shuffling all the way down the backstretch back down into turns 3 and 4. Making their way now out of the exit of turn number 4 as these guys get back to racing hard and racing fast. Man, these laps just fly right on by. That 14 of Dustin Eaton hanging on out there in the front. Same with the 63 Josh Oxendine. 92 Greg Klein having a good battle with the 10 of Andrew Cawthon right now. 747 of Albert Anderson laying there in wait, just trying to get a chance to maybe make a couple passes here. Behind him, you got the 64 and the 29 Hot Rod Mayberry coming around here.
Yeah, they're all. Ooh, who's turning there?
747 Albert Anderson. There he goes again.
No, that was that.
Oh, got a checkup here. Oh boy. Whew.
Selected the 6 there for a second. Still moving. Green flag.
So the driver's able to sort it out themselves as the 14 of Dustin Eaton continues to try to hold off the charging 63 of Oxendine. You got the 3 and the 1 going side by side with the 33 up underneath them here, trying to stay up on that high side, maybe pick up a run coming out of this corner here. Got the 81 and the 753 sitting in front of them as well. Is purple the choice color here in this league nowadays? Because I'm seeing a lot of purple trucks out there.
It's a popular color out here, that's for sure. One of the original purple people eaters out there, Jeremiah Burke in that 753 machine. Love the eagle and the patriotic paint right there on that Limitless Motorsports truck.
We got action all over this racetrack here. As the 63, he's really sticking to that inside line with the 14, really sticking to the outside line here. Side by side, they've been for quite a few laps now. 92, Greg Klein just kind of hanging on back, waiting for someone to maybe make a mistake. And it does look like the 63 is making up a little ground lap by lap. I mean, we're talking inches here gained each lap.
Well, as long as you're gaining something, you're doing it right. You definitely don't want to lose. I'll tell you, he's gaining. Is just fought in a 33. He's just constantly making positions. It looks like. Slowly but surely.
And remember, our grid numbers were inverted, so it's kind of hard to tell looking at our telemetry how many spots the guy actually did gain. But you can kind of get a sense by looking at the positions gained numbers and recognizing the names that were in the back.
Right.
Originally the front. You following? You following all this?
I mean, I'm decent at math and subtraction.
Ooh, the 10 getting loose a little bit there in turn 3 and 4 as they go 3 wide with the 33 and the 3 for just a quick second. Able to get things all figured on out as these guys continue to race around here. Lap 35, almost 36 now underway. These guys will have a midway stage break at lap 100 as we got the new challenger here for the lead. 92, Greg Klein, a very talented driver here. Had a couple chances of maybe picking up a win this season. Just strategy kind of failing him a little bit on that one. So don't sleep on the 92, maybe picking up a win here tonight. And you know what? That's got to be the beautiful thing here about this short track. It's almost like a plate track where you got to be pretty lucky. But at the same time, this one will require a ton of skill.
You're absolutely correct there. It's very technical. Cawthon in the 10 machine got tight again. Whoa! Dave Mayberry's around. Caution's out. Right there on the front stretch. I don't know if he had help or if it was another self-spin situation.
Well, let's take a look. Oh, he got some help. Ho, ho, ho.
Who done it?
Oh boy, it's the two of the biggest bickerers in the league. Albert Anderson snagging the inside quarter panel on Hot Rod there and sends Hot Rod on around.
Yeah,
you could look at it the other way though, can't you?
My rod came down on Albert Anderson, America's driver. Look at that. He just come right down in front of him and cut his nose off.
Tried to take him out.
Yeah, let's have a fight about this. But I bet those two may actually go at it. They do like to talk a little bit.
With a late call to come on down into pit lane, Dustin Neaton's going to lead the charge here, and Jeremiah Burke, Josh Oxendine, Jonathan Osborne, Austin Paul, Ricky Whitman, a whole bunch of others. It's going to split the field about 50-50 right now.
What do you think? Fuel only here, guys?
Man, I don't know.
You
only have 3 sets. You only have 3 sets of tires.
Save them. Yeah, I'd start saving them.
Yeah.
See what we got here. I don't know. I'm seeing a bunch of full service stops here, guys.
Yeah, I think you'd need them 60, 120, 180. That's how I'd split it. But
so
I bet they're
a little early yet for tires.
They're got to be hurting now. Guaranteed they're hurting on the tires.
Well, it's really cool that they laid it out like this, where it forces you to conserve or ration your tires. I think it's kind of neat to set it up to where, hey, you got a really tiny fuel tank and oh, by the way, you only have 3 extra sets of tires. That's all you can afford. So really cool. 200 lap feature here tonight. These things are going to get shredded.
Well, we have some viewers that are interested in the fighting, so that's good. Looks like Earl Evans says, "What the hell, Mayberry?" Then,
I got to refresh it. I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, you're not seeing anything. You are off.
Albert
Anderson, his father. That was Mayberry's fault, with a laughing face, which I might agree. And then Russ Enda got America's driver would never come down on another truck. I agree with you. So there's a lot of they're having fun out there in the chat.
Got my chat fixed now, so I can actually.
Finally,
see it.
it kept piping off, and you never said
Yeah,
anything. You know that's
I
your
know.
job.
I don't know
You
what the heck
you're slacking on the job.
Hey, I'm no IT guy here.
Yeah, well, you just have to hit refresh, man.
Like the
Have you tried
FAA did.
unplugging it and plugging it back in? That's what they did with NOTAM's system today. They just unplugged it and plugged it back in, so the FAA would resume flights at 9.
There was something more sinister at play than that.
Well, lights are out on the pace truck. Looks like they're going to come down and resume racing here after that quick caution.
Indeed, as here we go back to green flag racing side by side here up at the front, the 92 and the 64. The 33 quickly made up a bunch of ground here with all those cars coming on down into the pits, so he's going to be right behind his teammate of Greg Klein. You got the 64 still sitting up there on the outside lane. Looks like that's where they're going to get more comfortable and get a big run as the 64 able to take the lead of this race. The 01 Kelly Keeld now trying to figure out a way around Greg Klein. Same thing with that 33.
Is that the place you want to be? I guess you want to be on the outside on the restart there, I guess.
I want to be in the grandstands or in pit lane eating a hot dog. I don't want to be racing here.
Ooh, 68
Albert
getting
Anderson.
in the back of Albert Anderson there.
That was fun.
Yeah, we got the 48 of Jack the Ripper Dixon, who's got a good paint scheme out there tonight, made by Ricky Wittenberg and that D&D race graphics team there. And it's even got the Ricky Wittenberg little business card on the back trunk.
Yeah.
So you can see all the action happening there in front of him. Everybody pushing and sliding and bobbing and weaving, trying to get whatever spot that they can here as the 81 Jonathan Osborne tries to cut up the inside here of Jeremiah Burke and Albert Anderson. So he's taking on two Limitless team members in a row as they go 3 wide coming out of the exit of turn number 4. And that's going to send 81 around with some contact.
Chachi. Oh, look at the secondary wreck.
Oh, Dustin Eaton, who was leading this race, getting pulled up into that one.
Jack Dixon also with heavy damage.
What was Burke doing? Burke was going all over the track trying to get around Anderson. That was wild.
You mean his teammate?
Yeah, Burke. That's kind of they were pushing each other.
Ooh, looked
Pretty
like
interesting.
Osborne just started to push straight up into Anderson there and bounce off him like he was a force field hard into that inside wall. And unfortunately, yeah, that's going to collect the 14. It also collected somebody else there. Look, it's Jack the Ripper Dixon in the 48 getting snagged up in it as well.
He got the brunt end of the thing, looks like.
Edith Anderson here, Team Albert. Team Albert assemble. And Edith showed up there. I think that's Matt Beamer over there in the YouTube chat as well, saying, let's go Austin in that number 6 rambling about racing motorsports truck. We got some fans out there for Austin Reeves.
Yeah. Pretty good showing tonight. A lot of people participating and hanging out and chatting with us. That's cool because it's a fun league here. The Vigilante guys do a good
Oh,
job.
it's a blast. Jess Vaught has found the lead up here, Alan, with a teammate
What?
right behind him.
What? Oh, he hasn't pitted.
And everybody
I
on
was gonna say, yeah.
everybody on different strategies here tonight. And let's talk to a master of those strategies, shall we? How about we talk to the 55 of Ricky Wittenberg, who did finally get his race win here this season. Hey, Ricky, it's the guys in the booth. What caused the paint scheme change here tonight? Going with the purple. We're so used to seeing you all pop out of there, being able to see you from space.
Just thought I'd do a little change up tonight. Put on the old Track Dogs Converse All-Star throwback. And the Cult of Chaos, I got the new rooster on the hood, and it's not doing me a lot of good right now. I'm all over the place.
Well, Alan just mentioned you're the master of strategy at some of these tracks. We kind of talked about it pre-race. We think this is going to come down to a pit strategy race to win this thing. Is that kind of how you're seeing it, or is it more about tire savings?
It's probably more about, I don't know. I don't think my strategy right now is just to make my screen stay on the correct screen, and for me to be able to upshift, because my downshift button broke last week, and apparently my upshift is not working this week. So I'm having all kinds of problems.
Well, good luck to you the rest of the way. It ought to be interesting anyway. It's all
Yeah,
for
it'll be
fun.
real.
It's all star.
It'll be very interesting if it doesn't let me upshift on this restart.
Well, good luck, Ricky.
Yep.
Get him back
Have
down
you
there
tried
to that.
unplugging it and plugging it back in?
I don't think he wants to hear that from you right now.
No, he doesn't.
He's in a jam. I'm going to watch him on this restart
Yeah,
just to
watch
see
the
what
video.
happens.
Keep an eye on Ricky.
You guys keep an eye on it while I keep an eye on the action here up at the front. The pace truck back down and in. The 33 just fought. Ooh, back tire's getting a little loose there as he gets the hammer down. Side by side with the 01 Achilles Keel he goes. As we go green flag racing here, lap 55.
Well, Ricky was shifting fine. He just got rear-ended a little bit, but he kept it moving.
The 92 kind of climbed him a little bit there, hit him in the tailgate.
Oh, was that the
He's
climb?
able to recover. No, that's where Greg hits you in the corner and takes you out in turn 4 on the last lap. That's a proper climbing.
Yeah, he didn't get the full send
No, he
from
didn't
climb.
get it all.
It's the 753 Jeremiah Burke slides his way past the 01 Achilles Keel. Now the 18 Andrew Player trying to do the same thing, trying to sneak up around the inside. You got the 3 of Austin Paul there as well, just kind of lurking, waiting for his turn to try to get around some of these guys. You also got Albert Anderson and Jonathan Osborne back together here side by side. Already saw one incident from them. Will we see another? Yeah, it looks like they're giving each other a pretty wide berth.
Yeah, give each other a little bit more room this time, Adam.
Yeah, Klein found his way around Wittenberg. He hit him a few times. That's fine. This short track, let's beat each other up a little bit.
You don't need aero here. Let's face it. Rip all the body panels off this thing, make it a modified race. That's what it'll look like. The 3 gets into 01.
The love tap sends the 01 around, but the 01 gets fixed.
Green.
The 01 got fixed by a little tap back from the 751 of Mike Adamson. So the 01 staying alive there.
I'm glad you caught that on camera. That was good. I thought for sure we're going to see somebody go around there, a pile up, but this guy's able to drive around it, drive through it.
It's really good action in the back of the pack here. Man. Good stuff right here. Battle for 16th, 15th, all the way up to probably 10th. With somebody's in the grass.
Mayberry down into the grass trying to rejoin the track without throwing a caution here, but it's tough. It's literally like driving on ice down there.
Oh, yeah. Dave the Mower Mayberry having a rough night tonight. I think we just added another nickname to his very, very, very long list.
Yeah, the mower, the mayor,
the mower. It's like Dave the Mouth Mayberry, but the Mower Mayberry, maybe? I don't know.
Used to be Hot Rod. I don't know what the hell. They just keep stacking them on there.
We call him Dave the Sponsor Mayberry now, so
Yeah.
be sure to give him a call over at Blue Fox Properties if you're looking to buy or sell your home. Expert in the real estate biz in Tucson, Arizona.
As here we go, the side-by-side racing we never knew we wanted. The Dustins going side-by-side. Dustin Wade and Dustin with a Y Eaton going side-by-side.
Y versus I. Y versus I.
Well, this is the real battle.
I'm glad we're having fun out here tonight. This race is just for fun. It's the all-star race. The season is over with Andrew Player being the season champ. This is a great one, guys. This is a lot of fun.
Yes, it
so
is.
far.
And so you got the 751 Jeremiah Burke going side by side. Now 3 wide here with the 18 in the 64. That Gorilla Glue Machine, Goodweiser 64 Trevor Robertson trying to fight his way back up here to the front as Jess Vaught and Jeremiah now go side by side with themselves. Oh, just sliding out in front. This is a repeat of what we saw here at the season championship. These two it was some of the hardest racing that we'd ever seen, and even Jeremiah said that was the hardest he had ever raced anybody ever, period. And he's raced stuff in real life with dirt bikes and stuff.
Yeah, and here we go again at the All-Star race. These guys are going at it out front. I love it.
I mean, if you're going to go to a throwback racetrack, you might as well start throwing it back like they used to and start beating and banging the cars. Because that's how NASCAR used to be. They would just bump and grind all over each other and beat the hell out of each other. And that's what we're doing here. We're not going to have much paint left on these trucks, and that's going to be just fine.
Russ Endicott pointing out, he says, Mongo say Purple People Eater looking, took tires, and it's showing. Suggesting that Jeremiah Burke made the right decision there, and tires.
That indeed, as we still got some action here between the 6 of Reeves and the 63 of Josh Oxendine having a good battle here. Looks like the 92 Greg Klein kind of shuffle it on backwards here a little bit.
I gotta say this though, if Jess Vaught's doing this well on old tires, Jess Vaught's in the pits.
Yeah, coming down. I don't believe he came down into the pits yet already, so this might be a fuel issue here for the 33. I don't think it was necessarily tires, but we do have about 30 laps left here in this stage, but that's going to put him a couple laps down here.
Yeah, that's going to be...
Ooh.
I wonder how that's going to work out, being a lap down.
That's going to be hard to recover from, especially if all these guys pit at lap 101 during the stage caution.
Well, he got a nice entrance back onto the track, so luckily there was no traffic there. He got back on the track, no problems. He does have 4 fresh Goodyears and some fuel, so he should be good till the stage break.
The problem now is he's going to have to navigate traffic, which isn't on a new set of tires, and that's going to be a tricky task that we're going to be enthralled to watch, to say the least, as we got the 18 and the 81, the inverses going at it right now.
And the 18 has not taken tires yet. He has not pitted, so he's very, very slow out there. He's just riding the inside line because it's the shortest way around the track, but now he's coming down.
I think he's in the same situation. They are maybe running out of fuel, thinking there might be another caution that could save him. Not quite yet, as Jess Vaught with some clean track, able to run the fastest lap of the race, an 18.95. Holy smokes, is that quick.
New tires are nice, huh, Adam? Always like a new pair of shoes.
Yeah, I don't see anybody else in the 18s. So, yeah, he's definitely likes those new shoes right now. He's coming
Only
up
guy
on some
so
traffic.
far, yeah. Break 19-second barrier.
That's 751. Mike Adamson was able to overtake his teammate there, the 753, Jeremiah Burke. The 64, Trevor Robertson, is still sitting there in tow, trying to make his way around that 753 of that Purple People Eater machine. Some great racing being had out here still, even on this long green flag run. As we got the 1 in the 14 now, looking like they're going to try to go side by side here. It looks like the 1's going to back off, maybe tuck back into line, as we're only about 20 laps away from stage break here. Ooh, little loose there from the 14.
Jack Dixon having some computer problems. He's still out there running.
People are getting. Wonder if the FAA thing kind of leaked into some of the stuff.
It bled over to iRacing. I don't know.
We know who was involved, so they probably heard me, and then they sent it over here to them.
I did hear
Rewind
it.
here.
Something did eventually get up to Canada's system too.
Uh huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Wonder why. Ooh,
Oh,
what?
golly.
He's
he almost
driving
got a
it.
piece of coffin.
He might have touched him, but he didn't just turn him. He's
Well, him and
really
Player both with
cooking right
brand new
now.
tires. They're really trying to make some tracks here, unlap themselves.
It's Albert Anderson now making his way around the 753 Jeremiah Burke. I think Jeremiah maybe burnt that stuff up a little too quick after getting some new tires there. So, oh no, the 14 of Dustin with a Y Eaton goes off track into the grass and spinning. He's going to have to wait here a second before rejoining the track. He's at least going to try to set himself up a little bit. Problem is, with traffic coming, he's got to get up and going. Not quite there in time. So that's going to throw out the caution.
And he was really trying hard not to have that caution thrown. He was trying to do the right thing, just kind of stay down low, stay out of traffic. iRacing, sure enough, threw it anyway.
Oh, and he was just loose coming out of turn number 2 and goes up and slides into that inside barrier there.
So I don't know, guys. I don't know if a lot of these guys are happy to see this caution or not. I mean, here comes a few guys coming down. I think these are guys getting damage repaired and stuff, though. I don't think these are guys that are short on fuel.
And we're only going to have about 10 laps to go in this stage.
Well, Jess Watt's happy because he got the lucky doggies back on the lead lap. So the next in line at the moment is Dustin with a Y, Eaton, for the lucky dog one. We have one at lap 100, so those guys will be eyeing that.
And I thought I saw somebody come down and enter a closed pit, but I guess they didn't. I guess the pits opened up right as they were coming down. So
yeah, currently Russ has got a lot of questions out there tonight. Russ is talking with us a lot. Russell Endicott. You got Dustin Eaton, Chandler Paul, Andrew Player, and Kelly Keel are all currently one lap down, so they're going to have to be fighting for that lucky dog.
yep, Kyle Vaught out there pulling first pop. And there we go. Got his pop back on the lead lap there. How important is it, guys, to stay on that lead lap? I mean, you know you're going to get another caution here, and when we go back green, it'll be about a 10-lap shootout to this halfway point competition caution or stage caution, however you want to call it. How important is it to pick this lucky dog up, because you don't have any more guaranteed cautions?
Well, I don't know. I just
Awesome.
threw it blank.
Thanks
I
for watching,
thought
everybody.
Brown was going to answer you in my brain. I wasn't
No,
really listening to you because I hear you jibber jabber all night. Sometimes I tune it out.
I guess what I'm saying is
I got into the zone of just staring into space.
These four guys are going to be battling for the lucky dog, which is extra important tonight.
I think now I remember what you were saying because I really wasn't paying attention. Yeah, there's going to be more cautions. There's going to be more chances for them to make that up, but still, they still have a long way to go.
And there he is as they come on down. The pace car comes on down. Oh, the 751 spins tires, gets hard up into the outside wall. This is causing absolute mayhem behind him.
Huge wreck.
Got a big wreck.
That's a huge gaggle of trucks wrecked.
Dion Jones,
Yeah.
72 getting all turned around in it. Hot Rod Mayberry gets turned around. Excuse me, I should say Mower Mayberry now getting turned around. You got, Jack Dixon getting snagged up in it as well. It looks like, the 01 of Kelly Keel spraying for some mosquitoes out there alongside of Dion.
Yeah, he sent Dion. I mean, he sent him packing, basically. Wow. Well, you do have 2 fast repairs tonight. They
That's
might
right.
need them.
Guarantee you, a couple of these guys probably already burnt one. They're gonna burn the second one here. Dave Cub Cadet Mayberry. We could go so many directions with this. Yeah, he's gonna have to use another one. Oh, Deion Jones. That's watch the replay over there on the other screen.
He got turned.
Mercy.
And you know, it just all started off with a little bit of a pile up there. Got that
Checkup, yeah.
that
So it's
751
the
of
secondary
Adamson.
stuff.
Well, and it's like Kelly Kill. I mean, he was like doing what I was doing. He wasn't paying attention, you know. He just oh no, there's a guy in front of me. Let me just drive right into him. That's kind of what I did when I got asked a question. I didn't even know what the question was about.
Pay attention to your teleprompter there.
Ron
Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ron.
I'm Ron
Burgundy.
Burgundy?
No, yeah. I sometimes I do lose my train of thought. I know it's hard because I'm not the president or anything, but I tend to lose my train of thought every once in a while.
Ooh, we got well, let's see. We've got Earl Evans, our original sponsored, not sponsored guy who likes to run AAA broadcasting paints. We love Earl. He says Dave the Mower made Dixon hit the wall there. And Russ Endicott says it's Dave the Menace tonight. Mercy. Dave the Menace Mayberry.
I like that one.
That's a good one. Richard Gray out there saying, great job, AAA. Thank you so much, Richard, for being such a long-time supporter of us. We sure appreciate you, buddy. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, folks, so you can be notified. Yeah. Well, that's the bell thing. You click the bell thing to be notified whenever we go live. Right?
Don't let the Zuckerberg guy get over on us.
Yeah.
He's already shadow banned us in 3 different continents. So we gotta show him who the boss is.
Look at the front row here. America's Driver and Gorilla Glue guy, Trevor Robertson.
Here we go, getting restarted here once again. Side by side we go, down and across the line. Much smoother restart here up at the front, which is definitely going to help the guys that are in the back as they continue to race on here down through turns 1 and 2, just a few laps away from that stage break caution here. 747 trying to line up that 64, almost getting a good run there to get up inside of him, not quite able to do so. Behind him though is the 81 in the 753. Osborne and Burke having a great battle there. Also got Dustin Wade having a good battle with the 10 of Cawthon, as you also got Klein and Paul sitting right back there as well. Side by side, racing action continues to rumble on here. 33 Jess Vaught back up onto that lead lap now, trying to cut his way back up through this field. He's got the 1 of David Fight in his sights, but he's currently tied up in a fight between himself and the 751 of Adamson.
Vaught in the wall.
Hard in the wall.
That's good.
He went into the grass and shot up into the outside wall.
Wow. He hit Eaton too, and Eaton was going for a lucky dog. They're calling stage break here.
Oh, it happened, I think there. Oh, no, I was on the wrong caution.
Well, if they're calling this the stage break, Chandler Paul's going to be your lucky dog, not Dustin Eaton. Chandler Paul able to split the wreck there and pick up the lucky dog, so he'll get back on the lead lap here as long as he didn't touch anybody.
That was self-induced. Jeff was trying to Vaught was trying to avoid the truck in front of him, hit the curb, and
that curb there, it doesn't look like much, but man, oh man, can it really shake that truck up. Which is what happened, which he ends up taking out his own teammate, the 01 of Kelly Keel there, as well as the 18, the 14 of Dustin Eaton was able to stop in time. Waited just a second up, and then got a little love tap from the back bumper there. Kind of towards the end from the 33, who's now spraying for mosquitoes as well.
Hey, these fans
So-
are getting kind of feisty out here. English, you watching all this?
Yeah, I'm watching that. I think the 72 did catch some contact during that, so I don't think he's going to be eligible for Lucky Dog. We're going to see what it does here and who
Oh.
it waves around. Yeah, man, the guy there's some fussing at the 33 going on out there from
They're fussing at
Earl
everybody.
Evans and
Not only
Russ
him,
Endicott.
but what you know what this reminds me of, and I just
What's that?
kind of thought of it. It's like, remember when they had the end of disco night at the White Sox game back in when it was like 25-cent beers, and then they were going to blow up all the disco records, and it turned into a
Oh.
riot.
I think that was a Wrigley Field though, wasn't it?
No, that was at Comiskey Park.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember what you're talking
that's
about.
what we got going on here.
That was on
So-
some documentary I watched.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. They were going to end
Blowing up
they were going to end disco because it was so terrible, And they decided the same night, let's give them 25-cent beers,
That was a bad decision.
Well,
get it right.
while we're pacing here, because I think we're still single file. Let's go ahead and talk to another one of these drivers. We'll talk to one of the Team Tang members, the Dustin with an I. So we talked to one of the Dustins here this evening. Saw you have a great battle out there with your teammate and the other Dustin here, Dustin. But it looks like for the time being, you got the better end of the stick here.
Yeah, I've just been trying to take it easy, man, and get positions if I can get them. If I can't get them, I just kind of, I'm just trying to be easy here. I mean, it's tight corners, definitely hard to come off the corners here, so you just got to be easy. I haven't used any fast repairs yet, knock on wood. So let's try to keep it that way and see if we can't get some more positions here and finish top 5, hopefully.
Well, you guys about to go back green. Good luck out there. Hope you can survive this awesome race here at North Wilkesboro.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Get him back down there to Team Tang as we go back to green flag racing here. He's side by side with that 33 of Jess Vaught. So one half this race now complete. We're on to the back half. As a 55, Ricky Wittenberg finds himself up here at the front trying to chase down that 92 of Greg Klein, the 48 of Jack, the Ripper Dixon, Canada's own. Trying to come up through this field as well. He's got the 64 Trevor Robertson, who's been looking very strong here tonight as well. Side by side with him as the 64's back end gets a little loose. Able to keep it off of each other, but boy, that was like a dirt track leaning on each other.
A little 3-wide action back here too, did we, Adam? With the 753, the 751, and the 81 being the bologna and the sandwich there for a minute.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening. It's hard to keep track. Dixon and Albert Anderson going at it. Robertson in front of him. Good battle, man.
And battle between America's driver and Canada's driver here.
Ooh.
I think Jack Dixon's pop even got him a little gift for Christmas there where it was a Albert Anderson t-shirt.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they
That's
they
great.
got a
I
little
love that.
history, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
America versus Canada. You know who I think's going to win.
Mexico.
Well, they already
Oh,
are. If you
between
go
those
down,
two.
Go down to Laredo.
Oh.
You'll see who's winning.
Ugh, goodness gracious. We're seeing some tight racing here. You got the 63 of Oxendine with the 68 of Dustin Wade, as well as the 751 Mike Adamson there as well. You got Andrew Cawthon side by side. Oh, one's going for a ride. Oh,
Versus the broadcaster.
no.
Dustin with an eye. Team Tang.
It's not on me.
No. Yeah, I didn't pull him up. It's on you, Brown.
No, I didn't
Versus the
talk to him.
broadcaster.
It looks like
Dave the Menace is involved as well.
Dave the Menace. Wow.
I didn't give him that name.
ooh, just some tight rubbing there. Don't see exactly what sent Dustin on around.
Was that a self spin?
Go up to the chopper camera to see exactly what. Just a meeting of the quarter panels there between Mike Adamson there and himself.
Not typically a place where we see somebody wrecked by themselves.
And then the 70.
Very minor contact with the 751.
72 of Chan the Man going through the grass, almost makes it through, trying to cut past the 1 and the 3 who are having their own issues there, coming out of turn number 2, but he gets it all straightened back on out.
Did Andrew? Yes, Andrew Player got the lap back there. He is your lucky dog, making his pass around the outside. Player's got a beat up truck. That's classic short track. Right there, Turner.
Yeah, for a short track, these are some pretty violent crashes tonight.
It's high speed, man.
Yeah. They probably do need a safer barrier here.
Oh, yeah.
In the real life world.
That concrete wall with the earth behind it, where they park the RVs, that's not going to do it.
Yeah, but those guys used to run it.
Funerals.
They used to run it.
Big steel 3,700-pound Buick is going to do some damage to a safer barrier.
That indeed. And Dustin, I know you're sitting there watching and listening here, buddy. Don't worry, your camera is not on screen right now, so if you wanted to do a Kyle Busch gesture to the NASCAR team you are totally allowed.
Well, then why can't we show it if he does?
Well, we can't. Well, yeah, cool. We can't show it. That's why. It's the fact that we will know that he does it.
He'll get the frustration out. You know, Brown will be able to see it on the camera bank there. Can let us know how he feels.
It's a family show.
It'll help him blow off some steam. Well, it's a family show. We'll
I try to keep it that way.
We do the best we can, folks. Greg Dobson joining us. Saying worst luck ever for Dion. Caught up in everything.
The delay just hit, and he let us have it.
All right, that's awesome.
That's not
we do have a delay on the broadcast. It's about what industry standard, about 7 or 8 seconds.
Yeah, something around that. But we do get ready to get stacked back up and go back to green flag racing here. We're going to have the 55 and the 64 getting us started off here up at the front. I think the 55 had the lead, and he chose to start up on the outside here.
Perfect.
So he's going to try to maybe get that outside line working for him here once again. But right now, the 64, Trevor Robertson, using that inside line to perfection, leapfrogging back over him here. The 747, Albert Anderson, sending it in deep on that 55, getting side by side with him here. Now going down that front straightaway here. These guys continue to fight and jockey for position. 81, Jonathan Osborne back up here towards the front of this thing. Jeremiah Burke trying to fight his way there as well. Jack the Ripper Dixon, Mike Adamson all knotted up with a battle with the 63 and the 6. The 33 just fought, kind of stuck in some traffic there as well.
Yeah, Russ Endicott saying, Ricky up there looking sporty. Good job, Ricky. He just didn't have it all together on that restart. I know we talked about that outside line kind of being the place to be for some of these guys. Didn't really work out for Ricky.
A lot of apologies tonight on the radio. Just, hey, cut the apologies. Tell them, hey, yeah, I meant to do it. Now move out of my way. That's what we need. They're bringing this track like back to life, right? Like in real life.
100%.
Who's racing here first?
The All-Star race is going to be here in the next Cup season.
Are you serious? That's awesome.
I'm serious. It's going to be great.
I hear that the tickets were going for the weekend were like $300 or something bucks.
No, wait. Is it here or Rockingham?
No, it's here.
Now I don't know.
It's here.
Is it?
It's here.
Okay, cool.
And yeah,
I know Rockingham's getting fixed back up too.
The tickets for the full weekend were like $300 or something like that, and they were gone in seconds as Jess Falk goes for a ride into the grass. All right,
staying green.
Well, we got a Cub Cadet, and now we got a John Deere out there.
That's true.
That was a good one.
So they've sold them out in a matter of minutes.
Oh, it was seconds. It wasn't even minutes.
Seconds. Yeah.
It's those bots that do it, and then you go on a secondary market and they rip everybody off is how it works. Just ask Ticketmaster.
Now,
Scammers.
Either way, I think people who do go to the real life race here, it's going to be a true treat. Oh, as Mayberry goes down into the grass, but this time I think he had a little bit of help.
Yeah, the menace.
Never mind. No help.
Did he self-spin?
It was a self. There was.
Oh no! See, he did the same thing. He tried to stay low to prevent the caution. The trouble is here. There's no apron. It's grass.
Yeah,
So
you
if
gotta
as
get
soon as
off
you
of it.
get on the white line, it throws the yellow. So maybe that's something they're going to change here when they go back racing. Is pave that.
I don't know. I kind of like it this way.
I do too, but look what it gets you though. It gets you unnecessary yellows. He could have reblended.
Well, or do you have a taker here? 55 Ricky Wittenberg coming on down and in. As we said earlier, this one might turn into a strategy game. And how many times this late half of this season have we seen Ricky Wittenberg make some late calls here, and it really worked out for him? And he's not going to be the only one down there. The 33 of Vott's coming down, 18 a player, and the 3 of Austin Paul all coming on down into the pits.
Yahtzee.
Yeah, I when I see Dave Mayberry, I'm sorry, Ricky. When I see Ricky Wittenberg trying to figure out what his pit is, I think of that GIF, with the formulas floating over the person's head, like when they're trying to figure it out. But yeah, man, he's caught some luck too as well. Let's not kid ourselves. It does take some luck here. You never know when a caution's going to come out, and allow some people to save some fuel. So yeah, man, whatever decision you make here on your strategy, you kind of got to stick with it. You're kind of stuck with it. That'd be a better way of putting it. Russ Endicott says, Dave Husqvarna Mayberry. That's too many syllables, man. We can't do that. That's probably the best chainsaw I ever had, though. I had a Husky chainsaw.
Oh, I still got one. I still got a Rancher from like 86.
Mine was really old, too. I just sprayed some carburetor cleaner in it every now and then, and replaced the little fuel pickup tube, and it was good to go.
Hey,
it burned oil like crazy.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's just
little smoky, but hey, you know what? As long as it cuts,
for me mixing it heavy,
As long as it cuts the wood, it cuts the wood.
Oh yeah. Russ saying about 58 laps or so on a tank of fuel. Yeah, and then the cautions are going to kind of stretch that. So nobody's going to make it to the end right now.
Yeah, but it is definitely going to be close, and yeah, tires do start to come into effect. Because if we get another long green flag run like we did in the first half, things can definitely get shaken on up.
Well, the long greens have been great. The cautions have been, few and far between. This race has been a lot of fun. I'm on. Be honest with you here. This is one of the funnest races I think I've called.
Yeah, and
gotta love the short track action.
Yeah, it's also I think the drivers' attitudes, right? Like they're out here, they're being serious, but they're not being serious to the point where it's the aggravation serious. This is they're having fun out there, and it's definitely showing as the 64 gets us restarted there on the inside line. Man, he really loves that line. As the 747 of Albert Anderson tries to hold up the 81 Jonathan Osborne. Osborne now shooting down to the inside here, trying to take that number 2 spot away from Anderson. Not quite able to get the run off the corner, though. Running out of room there with the 64 sitting in front of him. 751 Mike Adamson now side by side with the 6 of Austin Reeves.
Everything's just been great tonight. The drivers, the track, the strategies differing. Been awesome, man. 63 feeling the pressure from behind, slides up the track. Looks like he scraped a little bit with Team Tang member Dustin Wade right there. Klein putting the pressure on the 63 of Oxendine.
Oxendine, member of the Goodweiser there, not Team Tang. Oh, as there goes the 48.
I was talking about Dustin Wade being Tang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like the 48 involved in that one as well. What happened? What caused that there, Alan?
Let's see. I think a little love tap with some help from netcode.
Uh-oh. Looks like Mayberry running the 2-cycle oil on that lawnmower truck. He has got a lot of smoke coming out of the back of that thing. Hopefully he's got a fast repair bank.
Which is funny because, like, looking back at this replay, Mayberry didn't really hit anything hard. If anything, it was that 10 that really took the brunt of that impact. Did Ricky Wittenberg get involved in that one? It looks like he almost did. All that happening right in front of him. Oh my goodness, the 01 of Kelly Keel goes ramping up on 2 wheels.
Chandler Paul in the 72 getting a lap back here. He's the lucky dog. Yeah, man, lots of action here late. 200 lap feature here. We'll restart with about 60 to go.
Yeah, right there abouts. And well, while we're sitting here under caution, let's go ahead and talk to another driver here, and we can talk to the person who's sitting up there at the front. That's going to be Mr. Trevor Robertson, part of that good Wiser team. Hey there, Trevor. You guys are looking pretty quick out there in that Gorilla Glue machine, having some fun, and that inside line has definitely been your bread and butter.
Oh yeah, I've been just trying to keep it consistent, and I take a weird exit, a little bit different than everybody else. Trying to use the right rear a little more, save the right front some, but just trying not to burn up. I'm pouring sweat right now.
Yeah, we talked about that at several other tracks about being, where you could be tight or loose or both. Just depends on how you drive it, and it sounds like you're kind of leaning on the right rear a little bit. So, yeah, man, great strategy out there to kind of stagger your tire wear.
Oh yeah, just it does get a little hot on the right rear towards the end of the run, gets loose, but it's manageable.
Awesome. Well, good luck the rest of the way. This has been fun to watch, all the beating and banging out there, so stay safe.
Oh yeah, I want to try.
Get him back down there to his teammates, and he can enjoy this restart coming on up. He's going to be restarting with the 81, Jonathan Osborne, on that outside lane. Jeremiah Burke, Albert Anderson, Mike Adamson. So Team Limitless coming out in droves now up here towards the front.
These guys are going to have fun rewatching this thing tomorrow. I guarantee you that. They're having a blast out there.
And so the 64 get those rear tires loose just a little bit, but able to get enough power down to hold on to that lead for the second being, as he does able to hold off that 81 of Osborne. Osborne looking to maybe cross him up here, peek to the inside. Looks like he will be able to do so. The 64, of course, preferring that inside line. And it looks like he was able to get enough of a run on the outside to not lose too much time there. The 747 Albert Anderson squeezing around his teammates there and trying to find his way back up to Jeremiah Burke. Adamson now trying to creep his way on up there. Same thing with the 6 Austin Reeves. 92 Greg Klein there as well, with Josh Oxendine sitting right behind him.
Russ Endicott saying all eyes on that 81. Watch Osborne out there. I did see in the Discord chat earlier this week, Osborne said something about he could beat these guys with 2 arms tied behind his back, and I believe him.
Oh my god.
That was a good one.
Oh.
Osborne, man, I tell you what, that cat's sense of humor.
He's got some comedy out there.
So I heard that somebody's engine blow up.
I'm gonna try to find it. I heard the saying, but I don't see it yet.
Look at Andrew Player. He's got pressure from both sides here. Austin Paul to his outside, the 55, Ricky Wittenberg.
That's it.
Ooh, they're going to go through. No, not quite 3 wide.
Almost did, though, as this great battle continues to wage on here. Poor Andrew, he is absolutely surrounded by cockadoodle-doos.
Well, it was
That was-
Mayberry that blew
That was
up.
Dave. Yeah.
He's having a hell of a race. 3 wide right here. Jess Fott's involved. 55-14.
Dave, the
55.
lawn boy Mayberry blew up.
Oh!
No.
Oh, goodness
Oh my
gracious.
God.
Chaos.
What the heck just happened? Who was that?
It's a parking lot. There's guys upside down on the front stretch.
Oh, we're going to need a ambulance for the 6. Oh, my goodness.
He went over the pit wall, didn't he?
Oh my
did.
God, rambling about dying. What the hell? Look at that.
Rambling about ambulances.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Number
man.
6.
Oh, looked like I believe that's a 747 of Albert Anderson getting loose, coming out of turn 4, snagging the 6, sends him flying and tumbling. Oh my goodness, close your eyes, everybody. But at the same time as that was going on, Anderson continued to wreck down the front straightaway. The 751 and the 92 get caught up in it. Same thing with the 63. Oh my goodness, 63 gets turtled.
The
Josh
6
Oxendine with a meatball flag from that
Aust-
damage as well.
Austin Reeves in a 6 is driving the thing around to put it back on the pit road. It didn't die there. It's still drivable. Unbelievable.
Well, this is your close your eyes warning here as we go inside the cockpit of the 6, who had no idea that Anderson was coming. You couldn't see him as, oh, goodness gracious.
He got hung up in the fence. That's what stopped him.
Yeah, thankfully, he did end up on all 4 wheels in the end. It's probably a 7.5 on the landing there, but still able to walk away from it.
Passing score if you can drive it to the back around to the pit lane and get fixed.
That's just, I don't know how you don't. If you're in VR headset there, you got to be on the
You
ground.
close your
right
eyes,
now.
dude. That's all you can do. You gotta close your eyes, or you'll barf. Swear to you.
Now they're making some good comments out there. Dave need a mechanic Mayberry. That's what Russ Endicott says.
Mayberry pulled some bolts from Albert's truck. Yeah, maybe. Russ Endicott said he'll testify. He'll
Hey,
take the oath with his hand on the good book to what he saw out there.
He also said America's driver had nothing to do with that. The 6 was in the way.
The 6 got hung up in the fence and just was kind of levitating for a second. We've seen that happen. The octopus grab, is that what you call it there, Brown? When you just catch a piece of the wall or the fence and it just kind of slings you. Oh man, alive. Well, Deion Jones done for the night, manually disconnected. Thank you for joining us, at least, Deion, and putting on a great show this season. He's one of those drivers we've watched all season, and man, he just sometimes bad. What is it? Wrong place, wrong time. Deion's seen plenty of it. Austin Paul with a black flag. I don't know why the 3 has a black flag here, but it just got cleared by the admin, so never mind.
Yeah, they're clearing most black flags. Most of them are just because of where we are.
Irish induced.
Yeah, Earl Evans saying he was seeing some sneaky stuff happen down there on pit road as Jess Vaught gets the restart here and launches out in front as we have our final 50 laps of this race now underway. The 64 Trevor Robertson trying to get around the 14 of Dustin Eaton, who's been beaten and battered here tonight. Up back here in the front with he's got Team Tang teammate of the other Dustin. Oh, is David Fite having an issue?
Oh no, don't cross the cone there, buddy. Get it back on track. Oh, Robertson's a little bit sideways under the caution.
Yeah, he was just having a hard time
They're
slowing
checking
down.
out. Okay.
Ooh. We'll take a closer look at this one. Don't know if it was an actual tap or if we got some net code there between the 3 and the 1.
David Fite, what What a genius move there to say, "Oh, wait a minute, put it in reverse. I don't want to cross this cone," and pick up an unnecessary black flag as we're under caution and the pits are closed and there's nobody behind me. Go ahead and back up.
Oh man.
Great awareness by the one of David Fight.
Oh, it wasn't much of a net code, but it was a net code nonetheless between the 3 and the 1 that sent the 1 on around.
Man.
Russ Endicott said, Colbert for anyone who dumps the 33.
Hang on.
Oh.
Let me let Russ know that 33 actually he kind of owns the league, so you got to be a little careful. You got to do side bets on that. You can't be putting that out in.
You got to make it look like an accident.
Yeah, don't let everybody know you're going to do it. Now it'll look it'll look like it was planned, and then they'll get banned or fined or sent to the back or something. So you can't do that.
Plausible deniability is out the window now.
Yeah.
There you go.
No good secrets. You guys got to keep secrets better. Hey, Just Fout's having a heck of a race. Interesting race for sure.
Yeah.
Up, down, back, forth. But so is everybody.
That is a fact.
It's just wild.
Everybody having a wild ride here, and we can talk to one of those drivers there himself. Let's go ahead and talk to the 10 of Andrew Cawthon here. Hey, Andrew, it's the guys in the booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
And it's looking like a pretty wild ride out there. Kind of like trying to ride a bull for a little longer than 8 seconds, that's for sure. But we've also seen some great racing out of everybody here tonight as well. What are you kind of feeling about out there?
And I'm feeling pretty good right now. I mean, I'm still on the lead lap, and we only got about 50 laps left, so feeling good right now.
Good luck out there in that Chevrolet tonight. Hopefully you get a good finish. Yeah, stand on the lead laps, most of it, I think, here. It's just kind of survival at the short track, but you're keeping a clean truck out there for now. Hopefully you get a good result here tonight.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what it's about, is trying to keep a clean truck all the way to the end.
Well, and it's got a clean name on it too. I like the logo and the paint scheme. So good luck to you with that.
What's that?
The logo and paint scheme's looking good, real clean right now. So good luck the rest of the way.
Man, guys, I appreciate it, and you guys do a heck of a job up there. I appreciate y'all doing this.
Things were getting a little dicey there for a second for
yeah, he was
Andrew.
having problems.
Yeah, his hand's full. Too wide here.
Sorry, guys.
Either way, we're getting restarted here as the pace truck peels off down onto pit road, and away we go side by side. Green flag racing action here as we head on down into turns 1 and 2. The 33 and the 64 having a great battle. Same thing with right behind them is Osborne and Wade side by side as well.
I can't. Sorry, Brown. There's a lot of funny stuff happening in the chat.
It's funny.
We're not laughing at you. That was the fun.
I'm laughing at the same thing.
Yeah.
I was going to mention Execute Order 66, but we were...
No, there's even better one.
No, I see it as we continue to race here. Just fought out in front, side-by-side action here between Player now trying to make his way back up through this field, tucked up behind that 753 Jeremiah Burke, trying to overtake that 68 of Dustin Wade. Both drivers part of that team Tang.
Yeah, Execute Order 66 for Andrew up there to go up there and take him out.
Well, Kyle Bot says, well, the hell with that. You give me a case of Cohen's, I'll go turn his PC off. So he'll turn off the 33's PC for a case of beer, guys, if y'all want to get rid of this race.
Y'all better PayPal. Let me see if I can find his PayPal information. That's funny.
I don't think Jess would be too happy with that. I don't think he'd like that. But it's a funny.
Well, it's not like he can kick Kyle out of the league or anything, you know.
No, but if I do remember correctly, Kyle's going to be getting married here soon, and if he wants,
that's right, yeah.
If he wants any wedding gifts
or anything,
yeah, you might want to Might want to watch
Well,
it, but we go back.
I mean,
back to
could
the
be a
front.
nice if it's an expensive case of beer. I mean, maybe it's worth it. I don't know.
I don't know either. As side-by-side action continues here between Burke and Osborne. Almost a little bit of right-side romance going on between those two. Getting a little loose. Having a heck of a battle out there. Almost doing it again coming out of turn number 4. So these guys are absolutely pushing the limit here inside of these final 35 laps. There was definitely some door touching on that one.
Yeah, purple paint being exchanged back and forth there.
Ooh.
Oh, the 48, Dixon, able to save it. Great job, Jack the Ripper, saving that thing.
Hey, he's side by side with the 92 of Klein right now, with the 14 of Eaton sitting there right behind them.
How worn out are these guys at this point, though?
Mentally, physically?
Yeah, just everything.
I mean, probably both.
The answer is yes.
Well, definitely, it's the mental part of this is the fatiguing part. I think you're always constantly looking around your rear view, turning that wheel left, throttle, brake. A lot of stuff happening.
Ooh, there goes. Oh, they're able to save it. The 753 gets up into the 18. They're tight racing. Everybody able to drive away from it though. Oh, there goes the 6.
Oh, Oxendine. Stay down there, buddy. Caution's out. He couldn't do anything about that.
Well, he's got no choice but to come back on the track. I mean, that's just kind of a flaw in iRacing.
Well, I don't usually do this, Brown, but we do have a request to talk to the 33 about the mentioned situation if we get a chance here.
I think they want us to put some voodoo on the 33, and I am not about that. I mean, but I will if you guys want us to. I mean, it's up
Let's
to
let them
Brown.
talk about the caution here first.
Just a little self-spin down there into the grass, hits the inside guardrail a little bit, spins himself back around, and just like you said, Mr. English, just a little. It's just so hard to try to get back onto this track without getting a caution thrown. It's just so dang tough, but it does not look like the 33 is going to be coming on down into the pits. I'm wondering how Andrew Cawthon has scored out in front. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. He's down there in the pits. Everyone's going to be going around him here. Wonder if he ended up getting one too many. Oh, there he goes. I'd loop back around. But yeah, we definitely can't. I was curious to see if he might have moved himself to a different channel so we couldn't find him. But he's sitting there ready. So let's go ahead and talk to that number 33 of Jess Vaught, currently sitting out there in the front. And Jess, I hope you got your one hand on a pistol there, because I think someone's coming after and trying to sabotage your PC.
What are you talking about, man? Am I blinking?
Well, we had a little challenge. There were some people on the YouTube chat saying, "Hey, a cold beer for whoever takes out the 33." And then Kyle Vaught, you may know him. He said, "Hey, if somebody gives me a case of beer, I'll go up there and turn his PC off." So
good thing he's in Chicago and I'm in Virginia. So.
They're having fun out there watching the thing. I'm assuming y'all are.
Oh yeah, I'm having a great time. I mean, it's kind of crazy coming from the back and then trying a little too zealous there in the middle of the race and almost spun myself. I'm sure you guys saw that. I did spin myself, but it's a good time, man. This is a fun race, and it's a good chance for everybody to have a little bit of fun on a short track. We don't race too often.
we're having a hell of a time broadcasting, I'll tell you that. So good luck with the rest of the way there.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot.
We had to get him in on a joke. He didn't.
Yeah. He didn't have time to do all that reading. He's trying to win.
Yeah, he's not paying attention to what we're doing. He's actually out there trying to race. Good talking to the 33. Sorry, hopefully we don't do any broadcaster cursing here. So I blame it on the viewers.
Earl's out there saying, "Give him the bumper, Chachi." Wanting Osborne turn the 33. Let's see here.
Yeah, we shall see as they make the turn from turn number 4 down the back straightaway. Here we go, back to green flag racing. 33 with a great launch off of that restart, able to get clear of the 64 here. 64 running very strong, trying to get back and maybe make a move on him here, but just taking away that line as the 81 clips those curbs, able to keep it straight. Oh boy, that was almost a dicey situation there. 55 Ricky Wittenberg still hanging around up here at the front, as well as that 14 of Dustin Eaton and the 18 of Andrew Player. Side by side action goes as the 55 gets those rear tires broken loose just a little bit, coming down that back straightaway now. The 48 battling side by side with Albert Anderson here again.
Love the side-by-side we're seeing here. 2 more purple trucks. 753 and the 55 mixing it up here.
Ooh, yeah, they are. Got real close right there, too.
I love this.
Action all over.
You are not kidding. As war wages on here in this all-star race. Oh, there's a little tap from the 55 to the 753. And that, there's going to be some after effects on that one.
Ouch.
Oh, a little net code between the 92 and the purple people eater, Jeremiah Burke.
There was some net code?
Yeah, it looked like a little net code between the Vigilante Force machine and the Limitless machine of Burke.
Ooh. Yep, a little bit. Little tappy tap going on there. And the 68 of Dustin Wade, ever since we talked to him, man, he's definitely not been having some good luck with these wrecks. He just had nowhere to go. He was squeezed basically 3 wide and ends up eventually getting turned around by that 63 of Oxendine.
Russ Endicott pointing out, saying, "Hey, all our winners from this season and I guess business as usual here at VRL are back up towards the front as it should be. These guys put the work in and work their way up there."
Sounds like Jack Dixon's having some computer problems as well.
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Oh, here we go. Back to the IT professionals.
We're not doing that joke anymore. I'm not anyway.
Well, I mean, it works every time.
Well,
60% of the time, it works every time.
Exactly. It sure does.
Well, either way, we're closing in on the final 20 laps of this race here tonight. We will have a random draw driver of the evening as well, which as of right now, we have 19 cars still in the running for that.
Guys, Jess Vaught looks like he's got the oldest tires in the field, and he's your leader.
No, he's going to have to. I'm sure he has a plan what he's going to do with those tires. I just don't know what his plan is.
Last pitted lap 135 for fuel only. And I'm looking at pit times for most of the rest of the field. It was a 4-tire stop 10 laps after that. So, wow.
Hey, you never know.
He's got a lot on his plate here.
Not to mention, that I know we've had a few cautions here, and that could throw a wrench in the fuel, but if you did a fuel-only stop coming on in on lap 135, that's still cutting it pretty close on fuel as well. So we'll just have to wait and see here as we enter in these final closing laps. We'll be going back to green flag racing with 18 laps to go, with Jess Vaught out in front. The 64 Trevor Robertson going to be starting on his outside. Behind him will be the 81 and the 18. The inverses going up against each other here side by side. You got the 747 and the 14, as well as the 48, the 55, 751, and the 63, all hanging about there as well. As here we go back to green flag racing as the 33 gets another great launch on that restart here. Still trying to stay with them, though, is that 64, not quite able to do so up on that outside lane. Still side by side behind them as the 18 and the 81 with the 747 maybe trying to peek, going 3 wide, not quite able to get it there as they continue this battle here up at the front. Great battle still going on kind of towards the middle end of this field as well. 753 and the 63 going side by side. The 55 doing a little bobbling there as the 753 scrapes the outside wall just a little bit, with the 751 Mike Adamson, his teammate, sitting right there in front of him. The 14 has a good battle right now going on against that 48 of Jack the Ripper Dixon. 747 of Anderson still side by side with the 18 of Player.
Yeah,
These guys, one hell of a restart there, Adam.
Yeah, Limitless guys too they're trying to team up and get to the front here. At least Adamson and Burke are together. Man, I just don't know how you keep your attention span on this for so long, behind the wheel.
Ooh, see, 18 gets loose coming out of 4. That's going to get him in the 747 knotted up, sending it back up the track. This is going to be a big parking lot here.
Yeah, it was.
Big trouble. All of it right there in the entry of turn 1. Albert Anderson, the 55, also Ricky Wittenberg, and the 18 of Player. Heavy damage on the 18. Somebody towed too.
Both Anderson and Player look like they spun together. Like,
yeah, they both got loose coming out of 4 at the same time.
Yeah.
Ended up meeting each other. The 63, the 55, the 753 getting snagged up in it. Oh, the 10 tried to cruise his way on through, not quite able to do so.
Jeremiah Burke, meatball flag. It looks like he towed. Oh,
and
no.
He was spraying for mosquitoes there by the end of that one.
Austin Paul with a black flag. Don't know for what. But meatball flags include Andrew Player, Dave Mayberry, Ricky Wittenberg, Josh Oxendine, Albert Anderson, and Jeremiah Burke. Who's still got a fast repair left here, guys?
Anderson's crab walking on the way back. Hopefully he's got one left.
Hopefully he's got an alignment machine down there in the pit box.
Yeah, they should. The ball peen hammer,
And a tape measure. That's all you really need. A tape measure.
I think so. Some duct tape. You'd be fine.
Sure. Well, that kind of throws a wrench in things here, because it looks like this is going to stretch out Jess Vaught's fuel mileage. I'm sure he's happy to see this, because it's just going to do nothing but help him at this point. I just heard somebody blow.
Yeah, that was the 63 of Josh Oxendine. I think he realized he was out of fast repairs and his engine was in rough shape, so he was just trying to stay out there as long as he could, but eventually that engine just went pop.
Number 11 says Dave's had a meatball flag from lap 1. Really giving it to Dave tonight, Dave Mayberry.
Earl Evans says, you can kind of eyeball the alignment. Yeah,
That's true.
Tape. I've aligned a Ford Mustang with a tape measure one time. Tape measure and 2 big old wrenches. Made it work.
Well, as we get ready to go back to green flag racing here, the lights on the pace truck will be turning off, which means we'll have 8 laps to go in the final stretch of this race here.
Guys, what are we going to see here in this final stretch? It's going to be nuts. I mean, it is for fun, but it's for bragging rights. Who's going to turn who here? I think it's going to be an outrageous finish. I can't wait.
And that it will be. As, again, order kind of up at the top here. It really hasn't changed all that much as the Pace truck makes his way on down and around and into pit road. So here we go. Final few laps remaining here at North Wilkesboro in this Vigilante Racing League All-Star Race. The 33 getting a great restart here. Once again, the 81 not going anywhere anytime soon either as the 64. As here we go, side by side, racing action here. 64 trying to send it around on the outside on the 33. Is he able to get the grip of that 10-lap newer tires? Not quite, as behind him, the 48 of Jack the Ripper Dixon, who races short tracks in real life, is going side by side with that 81 of Jonathan Osborne. We've seen both of those guys do some dirty there at the ends of some of these things to pick up a win. So we'll see how that one pans on out as the 6 of Reeves goes side by side here with the 68 and now the 14. These laps trickling in, trickling away. 6 laps now remaining. Does the 64 Robertson have anything left in the tank for that 33 as the battle wages on? Tight, close racing going on behind them. The 6 and the 14 and the 68 and the 6, and we got numbers all over the place here.
Yeah, man, these guys are door to door. They're not giving up anything here, as it looks like we're going to be about 5 to go here when they cross the line.
Got to be worn out, but still fighting. Eaton, Cawthon. Looks like Klein's still fighting out there in 13th.
Adamson's shuffling his way up through this field here late as well, trying to get around Jonathan Osborne there. He does so, and now he's trying to line up that 48 of Jack the Ripper Dixon. Oh no, as the 14 Dustin Eaton dirt tracks it through the grass infield, able to keep enough momentum going, so no yellow flag there as Jess Vaught comes down across the line. 2 laps to go now, starting to open up a little bit of a lead over that 64.
Can't believe Jess out there on those oats, those old-ass tires. OAT, he's still holding on to this lead out there.
It looks like he's almost pulling away a little bit, too.
He does, and the white flag does come on out. So here we go. Final lap. No more cautions here this evening as Jess Vaught in that 33 heads on down into turns 3 and 4. Any final lunges from the 64? No sirree. Here comes the field. Down back across the line. Jess Vaught is your all-star champion, followed by Robertson, and then Dixon just by a nose, getting around that 751 of Mike Adamson.
Man, that was fun.
81 door banging with somebody there right at the end. He'll pick up 5th. Man, these guys had so much fun racing each other out there. You could just see it and hear it in the radio traffic. Y'all can't hear it, but these guys are having one heck of a time.
Well, they don't need to hear it. We don't want them to be subjected to all the anger sometimes.
And our random draw driver will be America's driver. 747 of Albert Anderson, assuming he finished 8th.
Yeah,
that's what I got. Yep. iRacing official.
Yeah.
All right. So America's driver, your random draw driver, final random draw driver of the season.
Well, I guess
a heck of a burnout there from the 01 and the 33 teammates there.
Yeah.
They do their
TV1
Polish victory lap.
TV1 completely blocked out. Can't see anything through the smoke.
I love it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Fry them tires.
Nope, and I think Jess's engine just blew.
Well, his truck looks a little better than Kelly Keel's.
Yeah,
Kelly's
been beaten and battered here tonight.
Yeah, he has a few dents in his.
When you fill up half the track with smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That's the other good thing iRacing somewhat recently has done was get the smoke right so it actually lingers around.
Yeah, they're constantly updating stuff. Like NASCAR needs to update some stuff on that next gen car so we can have some good racing.
Yeah, make some parts out of iron or something, you know?
Yeah, let's go back to steel composite body, probably made in China or something.
Oh, well,
Oh well.
either way, we can get interviews started up underway here, and we've at least talked to two of them here, and we'll talk to the third place finisher here first, who we did not talk to here tonight, and that's going to be the 48 of Jack the Ripper Dixon, hailing from Canada. And Jack, short track racing showed short track racing action here tonight. That is for certain. It was a hell of a lot of fun to broadcast, and I'm sure it was pretty fun to drive down there too.
Yeah, it was fun. I've never driven this track before. It's the first time. I did 10 laps yesterday and then jumped on here, but seemed like my computer messed up this morning, or well, as soon as I jumped on to get on for the race, and nobody had the right paint scheme on, and it seemed to change every 5 minutes, and then I was lagging, and I thought I was going to finish last in wreck, man, because it was bad, but no, it turned out great, and it was fun.
That was a heck of a lot of fun to watch you out there. Congrats on the podium. That TrackDogsRacing.com Chevrolet kind of involved in a couple of those incidents out there tonight. Kind of close quarters on the short track, but that's nothing new to you, right? You do a lot of what do you do? Bone stock race up there in Canada?
Yeah, no, I was looking forward to this one once I found out North Wilkesboro was a short track. That's kind of my expertise, and it was going real well. And then I found myself backwards going into turn one, and it just reminded me of being in Delaware again, just getting turned and trying to get back to that guy's bumper. But it worked out. Maybe that's how it's supposed to go, and that's what made me finish third.
Well, a great job. Long race, tough race. They had a lot of fun on the YouTube tonight. They want to take your car for maple syrup on the tires. Too sticky.
How'd they find out?
I don't know. But do you have anybody you want to thank?
I'll like to thank my sponsors, Track Dog Racing. Josh Bittner helps out a lot, and such a great guy. And my maple syrup guy, it's good for my tires, and it's good. And it's high octane, so it's give me a little extra boost in the gas. And everybody for putting this on, and you guys for putting on the show. Is always fun running with you guys, and be back next year.
Awesome, Jack. Well, great job here tonight, finishing third in this all-star race here for the Vigilante Racing League. We can't wait to see you back in action here coming up next season here, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
So with that, we'll move up a spot, and we talked to him a little bit earlier today, so apparently the curse of the broadcaster isn't too bad here. If Trevor Robertson rejoining us here now in the second spot. And Trevor, it was going to be a question. You had a little bit newer tires than Jess there at the end, but it didn't look like they quite had enough life in them yet to get the pass done.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea to try and drop the brake bias, get a little more rotation in the truck, but it just got it superheated my right rear, and I just couldn't get on the throttle and exit. If I'd have went up on the brake bias, I think I would have had a better shot.
Yeah, you can't look backwards. You gotta look forwards. That Goodweiser Chevrolet, we were really thinking that you really had something for him. And hey, man, you just got to stay positive and think about next season. Are you staying with Goodweiser next season? And you guys looking forward to a great season next year in VRL?
I'm planning on it. I know we're gonna lose Oxendine. He got a spotting gig for I don't know if it's like the Road to Pro stuff or something like that.
Oh, okay.
One of our buddies is racing in it. He's gonna spot for him, but I think the rest of us it'd be at least 4 of us anyway returning.
Well, great job. A lot of beating and banging. I know it had to been. You got to be kind of tired right now, right?
I had to open windows and take my shirt off and get a towel and dry my hair. I'm sweating so much.
Oh man,
it warmed up today, and I forgot to turn my air conditioner on, so it's pretty steamy upstairs.
We're in the same boat right here, but great job tonight. You got any shout outs before we let you go?
Just shout out to Jess and Lori for having a good putting together a good season for everybody, and you guys for putting on a good show every week in the broadcast booth, and everybody in Goodweiser for working together all season. We're going to try and do a little better next season.
Yeah, Trevor, I'm right south of you here in Louisiana. It was 80 today. Can you believe this crazy stuff we're dealing with here?
I know, it's like
Nuts.
5 degrees 3 weeks ago, and
Yeah.
and now it's like 80 degrees. It's going to get down to 20 tomorrow night. It's going to be great.
Oh, Lord.
Well, man, great job out there tonight, getting that second place finish here. Congratulations, and can't wait and look forward to seeing you guys back here next season.
Absolutely. Y'all have a good one.
And let's slide on down to our random draw driver of the night here tonight. And that's going to be America's Driver, driving that 747 machine home into 8th place here tonight. And Albert, it looked like you guys had a pretty good battle going on out there. And I know you and Mayberry got together, you old friends, you having a good battle side by side there. And it looked like everybody who had some sort of either incident during the season or just their general opponent or rival, you could say, here all season long, everybody got a chance to go up against each other here tonight.
Yeah, that was like a old school WWF cage match, man. That was that was insane. People throwing cheers and the crowd getting involved. That was just absolutely nuts. But I got in a couple of incidents there, got a lap down, and got the lucky dog, got back on the lead lap, and then Player and I were getting after it pretty hard there, and got into each other, just clean racing, hard racing, and got a top 10 out of it and got a random draw, so I can't complain too much.
Like the wrestling they do in Japan, where some of the guys, they throw thumbtacks out and be slamming each other on it and everything. But yeah, you guys were having fun out there. We could tell you were fighting pretty hard, even with some of your teammates out there. But you Limitless guys are, y'all always support each other and everything. But it was kind of an exhibition tonight. All bets were off. Y'all were fighting each other out there some tonight.
Oh, yeah. We were talking to each other in Discord, laughing about it. Jeremiah dove in on me and washed up the track and shaved my nose and pounded the wall. And, I got a big kick out of that. So, we're best of buds. And with it being an all-star race, we were giving each other heck all night. It's a lot of fun. Oh, and guys, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank God Russell Endicott is not in this race. He is a menace to society. He should be banned from the league and banned from iRacing. He is an awful terror.
Oh, my.
Man, well, he was terrorizing everybody, all the viewers out there, by coming up with some funny comments. He's trying to take out Jess Vaught.
That man should be locked up. Like tonight, he should be incarcerated. I think I still got an old set of handcuffs around here.
Well, either way, he did have fun, and he cheered you on a little bit. You can't just throw him in the clink right now. I mean, he made a couple mistakes, maybe went overboard, but no big deal.
I love Russ. Russ has been my best friend for almost 40 years now. But with all that said, he should still be locked up.
I definitely
he should be
understand.
medicated.
Right.
Awesome, man. Hey, hope to see you soon. Good job.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the season, guys, and looking forward to watching the replay. You guys always do an amazing, amazing job in the booth.
Thank you,
and we'll see you the first race of the year. And thank you to my fans and family.
Awesome job, brother. Well, great job here tonight. Your random draw driver and finishing in 8th spot, the 747 America's Driver, Albert Anderson. And finally, our last interview of our last broadcast here of this season. We head on up to tonight's race winner, and that's going to be the 33 of Jess Vaught, where he was able to dodge all those saboteurs and find his way onto victory lane here once again tonight. And Ricky, or excuse me, Jess, I don't know why I called you Ricky. Oh my goodness. But you definitely had to fight for this one, Jess. There was a time there I thought, oh no, going down into the pits with the green flag pit stops and going a lap down and thinking it was going to be tough. Well, you were able to get that lap back pretty dang quick.
Yeah, it was kind of concerning at first there, and I was in lucky dog position. I had to race the 18 for it and everything. But I do want to say one thing off the top here. I apparently am immune to the broadcaster's curse, so you guys can talk to me anytime in the race.
All
And all
right.
those other people,
Nice.
I think they're just complaining. No, but yeah, it was a tough fought race. Coming from the back, I had no expectations of being able to get up front, at least not to this point. And I think it was just a little more cautions. If this was Monday night. With the few cautions that we had, I think it would have been miraculous to come up to the front and win this race.
Well, you always got to worry about the insider threat first, right? So we were watching the YouTube chat, just laughing our butts off about everybody talking about how to sabotage you tonight. But that Monster Energy Chevrolet, man, it was a rocket ship out there tonight, even on old tires. And this was going to be a challenge for everybody tonight. We talked about this pre-race. It's super abrasive. You only gave the guys, 3 extra sets of tires. The field got inverted. Everybody was having to deal with all kinds of mayhem out there, and you overcame it all. So, I mean, that speaks volume about your talent as a driver. Is that how you saw it out there tonight? It was just, taking small bites out of the pie until you finish it. I mean, just working your way up.
Oh yeah, hey, I appreciate the kind words and everything, man. But we got a lot of talented drivers in this league. But to your point, yes, it was about taking small bites, and you probably saw me on at least 2 occasions where I got greedy a little too early.
Airborne.
Yep, that was once, and another time where I spun it and didn't touch anything on the backstretch there, trying to get a little too much throttle coming out of the corner underneath somebody. So. Yeah, and then for the insider threat for Kyle, I'm not sure if Taylor was complicit or not, but we'll find out later once I go back and watch the race. But for Kyle and Taylor, man, I really appreciate their support and getting onto the YouTubes and supporting the old man as much as they can. I'm glad they enjoy it, and I sure do enjoy putting on a show for them. And hopefully this was a show tonight with all the craziness that we tried to inject into this all-star race.
Oh, it was a fun show, and you could tell just from the beginning of the race that everybody was just having fun. I like the fights, and so I knew there wasn't going to be any fights tonight. It was just all pure, unadulterated fun. Basically, they had fun on the chat. Y'all were having fun. Looked like on the track, tough racing, but you want to be kind of door to door racing people. That feels like racing, and it felt like it tonight. Great show y'all put on. Congrats to you and. Thanks to Loria for everything y'all do, and great job. You have anybody you want to thank?
Oh yeah, of course. I always want to thank you guys for it, putting on the broadcast and the incredibly professional show you do. And then Kyle and Taylor, my teammates Dave Mayberry, Kelly Cool, and Greg Klein. And as always, as you mentioned, Lori, she does all this work for us in this league. And I'm looking forward to season 5, guys. I hope you guys are too. I mean, we got some tracks in there we've never been to. We're going to the Coliseum.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, we're going to Coliseum. We're doing a Bristol Dirt, the Chicago Street Course, Indianapolis Road Course, and the Charlotte Roval, all of which we've never done in an official points race for this league. So it's going to be, we're going to have some fun this year. And I'm glad you guys are going to be along for the ride, and hopefully the fans enjoy it as well. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate you.
Well, Jess, the new season can't start up soon enough. And we are just itching, waiting for that day to come. But either way, congratulations. You're all-star champion here this season. Just fought in that 33 machine, man. Good job.
You bet, guys. Have a great night.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. And with that closes things on down. And, guys, I got to tell you, all-star races should always be something like that. That was absolutely superb.
Dude, this was an exhibition race basically, but it was one of the most exciting races that we've called. I mean, not just this season, not just for this league, but ever. It was a blast.
It was just,
it was great. It was like Saturday night, downtown. It was awesome.
It was fun. I think the stress was off the drivers a little bit.
Yeah.
I wish the NFL, the hockey, and basketball, they could all do an all-star race that was good, like NASCAR does. And this one here was a lot of fun, and I had a good time.
Man, that we
Looking forward to the next season.
That indeed. As we take a look here at tonight's finishing order of the last race of this season 4 here for these guys. Jess Vaught, your all-star race champion, finishing on that top step. Trevor Robertson in the 64 Gorilla Glue machine, finishing there in second with the 48 of Jack the Ripper Dixon. Able to walk away with a podium finish there as well. It was close though. The 751, Mike Adamson was flying his way up through this field, coming up just a little bit short there, but still a solid finish there in fourth. 81, Jonathan Osborne had a great race as well, finishing here in fifth with a 6 of Austin Reeves, going for some wild rides out there, able to finish at his car number there in sixth. The 68 of Dustin Wade, Curse of the Broadcaster struck him not once, not twice, but 3 times there towards the end, and he ends up finishing there in seventh still. The 747 of Albert Anderson, your random draw driver of tonight, America's driver, finishing here in eighth. The 10 of Andrew Cosson having a little bit of a bumpy ride there as well, but he's able to walk away with ninth. And the 1 of David Feit, didn't really talk about him too much, but he had some good battles out there as well, and is walking away inside that top 10.
Yeah, Dustin with a Y. Dustin Eaton in the 14 machine works his way up 4 spots. He'll finish the last truck on the lead lap. Chandler Paul, Chan the Man, will finish in 12th position, works his way up all the way from the back. So good job for him. Greg Klein will finish in 13th place. Kelly Keel will finish 14th. 15th will go to 63 of Josh Oxendine. This season's champion, the 18 of Andrew Player, not having a great night out there tonight. He'll finish in 16th, but still your champion this season. Jeremiah Burke, the Purple People Eater in the 753, finishes in 17th place after starting outside row number 2. Ricky Wittenberg will finish 13 laps down in 18th place. Austin Paul in the 3 machine, probably the best paint out there. He'll finish in 19th place. And rounding out your top 20 tonight, Dave the Mouth Mayberry, which we've got a few suggestions for a name change for him, which we'll share later. And 21st, and rounding out your field tonight, Deion Jones in that Mountain Dew number 4.
And that was your all-star cast here this evening for the Vigilante Racing League. And with that, we thank you all for tuning in and watching, all you family members and future family members and friends and all that. We appreciate all you guys coming on out here and joining this broadcast. Just a quick reminder to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell, as we are live 5 nights a week here, and you don't want to miss a single second of this great race in action. And be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy it as well, so that way we can keep getting shared, and we can continue to grow this great community we have online here. Of course, we have to say a big thank you to the race sponsor of Blue Fox Properties and Dave Mayberry. I know we joke around a bunch with him, but he's a great guy and a fantastic realtor. So be sure to go and give him a call at 520-850-4189. Whether you're in that Tucson, Arizona area where he's located, or anywhere across the country, he can definitely help you out with those 18 years of experience that he has. So don't do it alone if you're looking to buy or sell your house, because this market is crazy. Get yourself a good quality realtor. And so with that, we close out this season here tonight. We look forward to seeing everybody back here next season. Looking ahead to Friday night, the NTRL ARCA Series heads on to, I need to see this, Auto Club. Ooh, that's going to be a great race over there. 105 laps at the Auto Club Raceway in California. Some fantastic racing to be had over there. So until Friday night, I'm Alan Brown for Alan English and Adam Turner. We're signing off.
Yeah, and rest in peace, Jeff Beck. Died today. One of the greatest guitar players that ever lived. Rest in peace, buddy. You influenced a lot of people. Great job. We gone.
See ya.